You can't enjoy the Wheel of Time books and enjoy the TV show. It's impossible. At least according to Matt Cawthon here. And no matter how much Amazon paid me, which they're not, I can't make anybody like this show, especially readers who really wanted it to stick closer to the books. Best I can do is share how I reconcile being a fan of both the books and the TV show, despite their differences. Consuming a book versus consuming a television show are fundamentally different experiences for me. And I like different things about books than I do about TV and movies. For example, I really love the inner monologue that we get for characters in the books. I got to know Perrin mostly through reading his thoughts, but that's not necessarily good television. I don't think anybody, myself included, wants to sit through an hour episode of a slow zoom on Perrin's yellow eyes with a voiceover lamenting how he doesn't understand women as well as Matt or Rand. But we get like a lot of character development in that form in the books, and I've been wondering how the show is going to deal with that for like 5 years since the show was announced. And that's just one example of things that I knew they were going to have to change before the show was even in production. I also knew there was no way they were going to commit to 14 seasons. They were going to have to streamline, they were going to have to cut stuff. It was just going to be a question of what the showrunner thought was important to keep in. And when Rafe Judkins signed on, I was really happy to hear that he's a big fan of the books. He really wants to make it to the last battle because it's a huge payoff for the series. So when he has to leave stuff out, like all of the horses having names and personalities, I know that it's for the sake of like pacing so that he can keep the audience engaged and make it to 8 seasons. So I did expect a lot of stuff to get changed. I expected a lot of stuff to get cut. What I didn't expect was how much stuff they were going to add that enriches the TV experience, the way that inner monologues enrich the book experience. Stuff that leans into the fact that you've got these talented actors to perform this story. Egwene alone in a room with a picture for a full episode is not something that I would have asked for from this show, but I'm so glad that it's there because at this point, it's just more Wheel of Time in my life. Because it's not like it's one or the other. I still have my books. I've reread them a couple times since the show started. Now I have the books and all this stuff from the show. It's like bonus material. That and the fact that they're leaning into the differences by making it another turning of the wheel. It's like icing on the cake for me. It's a nice touch. So yeah, that's like how I enjoy both in a nutshell. Feel free to take a page out of my book if you want or don't, but please don't tell me what I can and can't enjoy. Also, Amazon, you're more than welcome to give me some money. I do talk about your show a lot, and it's mostly good things. I think Matt with 2 T's is kind of onto something there.